Recording. Okay. So we have our bracket set up just like we've talked about. Follow the subject and the predicate on both. When and hey aren't in there because when is a conjunction, hey is an interjection. Okay, so they don't go in the clauses. Don't forget to take your clause box and paste them over your clauses. All right, so we have take these books to the library and you go. What type of clauses do we have? Well, Megan's doing a great job. I don't just want it to be her doing everything. What type of clause is take these books to the library? Independent, dependent? Does it make sense on its own? Does it not? Keaton, make sure you get relogged back. Okay, you're letting your DGP load up. Megan says the first one is an independent clause. If Haley agrees with her, put your thumbs up if you agree with Megan and Haley. Megan and Haley agree with Megan and Haley. That's good. It is. So that first one is an independent clause. It makes sense on its own. Even though it doesn't have you in it to begin with, it is understood that it's there, so it still makes sense. Okay? Now, let's look at our second one. You go. Is that a dependent or independent? Does it make sense on its own or does it need some help? All right. Who are you guys cheating off of? Fancy Pants, Megan and Delana and Haley even coming in with the adverb dependent clause. You are correct. Well done. Do you guys know why it's an adverb dependent clause? And I'm just wondering if you do. I completely believe you that you guys are getting the hang of this. Why is it because of VI? Oh, that's actually really good, Megan. That is part of it, is that it's an intransitive verb, so it does need help even making a connection. Okay, so you use the idea that the preposition is also an adverb or an adverb prepositional phrase. That's also correct because we're talking about direction and location and time. So that's not bad either. Kind of wonder what the conversation between the three of you is right now, between Sage, Megan, and Haley. What's going on there? But okay, so we have an independent clause, an adverb dependent clause. So that tells us what type of sentence we have. Is it a simple sentence, a compound sentence, a complex sentence, or a compound complex sentence? Remember that a simple sentence has one independent clause, a compound sentence has two independent clauses, a complex sentence has an independent and a dependent clause, and then a compound complex has at least two independent and at least one independent clause. So what type of sentence do we have here? Simple, compound, complex, or compound complex? Oh, Megan, you've been a rock star right up until this point with this one. It's okay. It is complex. I do like that the question mark was replaced by or the slash was replaced by a question mark, Delana, as if you were questioning yourself. Complex? It is a complex sentence because it has a dependent and an independent. It has one of each. So it does become complex. Delana, why is this an imperative statement then? What makes this an imperative statement? Or what makes an imperative statement? It's a command. Outstanding. That's exactly what I was looking for. Since we have a command here, it is a complex imperative statement. Okay? DGP Wednesday, any questions, concerns? I know some of you are still trying to get it to load. That's okay. As soon as we're done here, it'll load up for you. I promise you. Okay?